Hi, Ben.
Hello.
Good to see you again.
I know, I feel like I was just in here.
Well, you were kind of, but it was like 6 weeks?
Yeah, it's been a little bit more, yeah.
Okay, so the purpose of this meeting is to go through some of the things that you and I had talked and agreed that you were going to do to get this college thing going, mostly, it seems like. And just to catch up with you, how you're doing. And then I want to actually show you some things on the computer, some sites that might help you and get you going.
Okay.
A little teaching today, maybe.
Okay.
All right, would you like to take some notes, you think?
Sure, why not?
All right, I think I have an extra pen here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Biggs. All right, so last time we mostly talked about
My transcript.
your transcript and making sure that you were graduation ready and A through G ready. And I think we had two things that were holding us back a little bit, and do you remember what they were?
Yeah, it was. I needed to retake biology, then I was hoping to get into geography over the summer.
Okay. And the biology will work. We're looking at the master schedule right now, so that's not a problem. And I just, the other day, got the preliminary list for summer school, and that looks like it might be a go as well.
Perfect.
So we are cruising, babe.
Yes.
We're gonna get you into college.
Yeah.
All right. So one of the things we talked about was researching colleges, and you had two majors in mind.
I did.
And they were
marine biology and natural resources.
Okay, and
we already talked about marine biology a little bit.
Right, and you had schools for that.
I had schools
one.
for that.
Okay.
It was the University of Hawaii, Humboldt, and Monterey.
Okay. The natural resource one, that's why I think we thought we were going to go do some more research.
Yes, I did a lot of research on that.
Okay.
I did a lot more research just about natural resources in general. And so, but the first school was the University of Idaho.
Okay. I'm going to take notes. So, okay. So the University of Idaho. Okay.
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. That's a new one.
Mm-hmm. Iowa State.
Iowa.
Yeah, a lot of Midwest schools.
Why is that?
The things like with the Midwest states, what drives the states is right now it's the agriculture and coal, but also the natural resources to try to find a replacement to coal. So, like natural resources, what I've been researching and seeing is it's a lot of wanting to find renewable resources to get off coal. So if it's outdoors, it's usually ag or natural resources. So it covers a lot, but the main parts are renewable resources, fish and wildlife protection and management. And then the big one that I found out that I didn't think was part of it was fire. Fire, yes.
Like fire prevention, fire...
Actually, everything. Fire prevention, fire fighting, fire everything. So...
Okay, I'm kind of baffled by that.
Yeah, but a lot of natural resources students work on fire teams throughout the country over the summer because in the natural resource major and community and thing, I don't know if community is the right word, but
sounds good.
It's a mixture of who you know and what you know. Mm-hmm. So working on the fire teams, you meet a lot of people through natural resources. You meet a lot of like natural Department of Fish and Wildlife for a lot of different states, and that's what really needs to get you in to get a job. Mm-hmm. So I was doing that, and fire, and it's just fire prevention and all of this. And the problem with all the rain we're getting now is it's going to make everything grow, which is not the best for fire, because it means there's going to be bigger fires than what we've had.
Okay.
With the drought in California, what we thought were big fires because of the drought haven't really been that big. Because there's
growing,
yes, right. What needs to happen for fire to get to the point of major wildfires is it has to be hot. And the only way it can get so hot is if the foliage burns, and foliage grows when there's water. So with the foliage that's going to grow because of this water, means there's going to be large scale fires. Like the whole state might be able to catch on fire. So we need the water, but it's also fire. It's a double-edged sword. So a lot of colleges around the country now are keeping a close eye on California simply because they know we have a history of summer fires. And with all this rain, there's going to be a lot more foliage growing.
Okay.
Which means a lot more heat because if a spark catches foliage, that produces heat. And the heat is what catches the big trees on fires, which spreads and makes wildfires.
Wow.
So
You have learned a lot about this.
I have.
I'm impressed. You did all this in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Excellent. So,
and then there was one more school. It was Arkansas.
Arkansas. I don't think I've ever even been to Arkansas. All right, so let me see. So, excuse me, University of Idaho, Oklahoma State, Iowa State, as I said, and Arkansas. Are there any California schools?
I was looking at SLO, but with my GPA, it's kind of a stretch to get in.
Okay.
Because it's one of the hardest California schools to get into.
All right.
That's not like a top academic school. So I'm still gonna apply, just because the worst I can say is no.
True.
But so just gonna do SLO.
Okay, so out of these 5 natural resource schools, what would you say is your top?
University of Idaho. It's the number one ranked college of natural resources in the nation.
Okay. Now, out of the 2 majors, excuse me, coffee. Out of marine biology and natural resources,
I'm leaning towards natural resources.
I can tell.
Yeah.
You are. I can. The passion is just.
Yeah.
You are excited about this.
I am. Like, I'm really looking forward to actually getting out there.
It makes my heart just having a student be that passionate about something. Well, I hope this works for you, man.
I do too.
So you're leaning towards natural resources. And which of the? And you said University of
Idaho.
Okay. Have you researched like the requirements to get in?
I have. Their GPA is actually very low.
Okay.
It's 2.5 or above, which I'm good with I have a 2.9 right now, which isn't the best, but it's still in there.
But that would also require a very good SAT scores.
Yes, they require higher test scores.
Okay. So your 2.9 is a little bit above that, so the SAT will be not the top, but we'll talk about that in a minute because that was another thing that you were supposed to do, I believe. All right.
Feels like you're giving me homework every time I come in.
I know, isn't it? And then I have some more for you. If you are you okay with it?
Yeah. I'm like, it's actually like better than homework because I'm actually researching my future.
Yeah.
Rather than just let's go do math homework.
Yeah, well, that's important too. That's important too. Well, I'm glad that you found this, and it's like, and I can see that your passion is just and you maybe like decided which way you want to go. All right, so. One thing I'm going to ask you to do for next time is not to look at these other schools as well as University of Idaho. I don't want you putting all your
eggs in one basket.
Eggs in one basket. So one thing I'm going to ask you to do is with your GPA, I want you to go through and see
how it fits.
It fits and like what SAT score you would have to get because you will be taking the SAT. You said you just signed up.
Yes, I did sign up.
We'll be. I want you to know the things and also. Find out like out of state. I know it looks like Idaho is the only one besides SLO's California.
Yes.
Do you know if Idaho is a WUI school? Know what WUI is?
Yes, I don't know what it stands for.
Western.
It's Western something.
It's like an alliance.
Yes, it's an alliance that allows students that are from WUI that are like from. So say I want to go to the University of Nevada, Reno. I can get in-state tuition there because I live in California.
Okay, right.
If I lived in like Florida, I couldn't do it.
Right. So WUI is an alliance with Idaho, Washington, Oregon, Nevada, Arizona, and California. And Hawaii?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either, but you don't. Well, you said University of Hawaii before, so if you flip and go back to marine biology, then we'll need to.
Yeah.
But what I want you to do, if you're seriously leaning towards natural resources, look at these schools with your GPA, SAT, and then anything special like WUI, and just what it would cost to live in the state, move to the state, and then out of state tuition.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to ask you to do that for next time. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know when next time's going to be. We'll see what your schedule is looking like in mine. We're getting close to the end of the year here. All right. So, speaking of the cost of things,
yes.
Did you have a chance to talk to your parents about
I did talk to my parents a little bit about it.
Okay.
They have some money saved, and they're still going to save more.
Okay.
But they also really want me to look for scholarships and grants.
Okay. So that will require FAFSA. We talked about that a little bit last time. So that's definitely a thing we're going to have to do in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Is make sure you do that. There is a program called Work Study. Do you know anything about that?
Not a whole lot,
Okay.
but a little bit.
Okay. Well, Work Study is a federally funded program through financial aid that offers you jobs and different things. But there's a couple websites. Can I show you a couple websites?
Yes.
That talk about
Yes,
that?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Let me move my glasses on because I'm getting old, you know. All right. And I'm happy to, if you want to give me your email later, I'm happy to send you links and stuff if that's what you like.
Yes, I would love that.
All right. So, Work Study. I found a great website the other day that was like frequently asked questions. There we go. All right. I'm going to flip this so you can see it a little bit. All right. So Federal Work Study, frequently asked questions, and we're not going to go through all this, but I'll send you this link so you can
Yes.
research this more. So if it's something that you want to do, let me just say, like, what is it? How do students qualify? Does everyone qualify for work study? How do I determine whether I qualify? What kinds of work study jobs? How much can I earn?
Okay.
Okay.
So is it basically like a job that you get paid for, but it also helps pay for your college?
Right.
Okay.
So the jobs are backed with federal money as well. So a lot of them are on-campus jobs, but not all.
Okay.
A lot of them are on-campus jobs. And what's nice is a lot of them could be in your major. So while you're working work-study jobs, it could also be in the natural resource field or the ag field or, related between the two. So it would be somewhat like an internship that you're getting paid for as well. All right?
Okay.
And I don't know if you're, depends on what you want to do. And I don't know about the rate. I think every state has a different pay rate, but I don't know how that works with federal money and all that. But it's definitely, but you have to qualify through FAFSA. So
Okay.
it's like your income level, your family size, how many kids you have in college. There's lots of things that go into whether not everybody qualifies for work study. So it's kind of like an honor when you can say, but it's not a guaranteed job too. A lot of places you have to go and apply and you have to, do it's like a regular job, even though that money is set aside for you, but you still have to go out and get the job.
Okay.
But but working for the university is kind of a nice thing because you're working in your in that passionate field that you like so much. All right, so I will send you the link to this.
Yes.
So it's like you can show your parents this as well, and
Okay.
you could do that. All right. If work study doesn't work, if it doesn't, do you think you just want to get a routine?
I will need a part-time job just for living expenses and college life.
Right, that's true. I don't know about all these communities, but I'm sure, I know SLO is a college town. I think University of Idaho is a college town. So I'm sure there's lots of jobs in the community that support college students.
Yes.
As well as there's lots of jobs on campus that aren't work study.
Yeah.
That I think working in the bookstore and working in the cafeteria, those are not work study jobs. So you can definitely look into that. So that's something that you want to, when you get your FAFSA, you'll know right away whether you have work study. And if you do, great. If you don't, then... And a lot of colleges have like employment centers.
Okay.
They focus, so that's something that you would want to look at too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then we have scholarships.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And scholarships are free money
Yeah, if you get them.
if you get them. Now, do you even know where to start looking for?
I have no.
Okay. I'm sure Miss Winger's going to work
Yeah,
with you this.
she said she'll talk to us about it after we're applied and all that.
Right.
But I want to look at before that.
Good.
So cause a lot. She said a lot of them require essays.
Right.
So if I can knock a few of those out before.
She's an English teacher too.
Yeah,
so an
so
avid
that's why
teacher who's an English teacher is a plus for
Yes.
you guys. So she could definitely help you with that as well. Okay, there's one general site I want to show you, and
Okay.
then we're gonna do play a little brainstorming thing here and see if we can find some because this website I'm going to show you has lots of way too much information, but it's a good place to start. Okay, and it is, you want to jot this down, but I'll send you the link as well. It's www.scholarships.com. Okay.
Okay.
And it looks like this.
Okay.
All right. And they have different subcategories here: grants and scholarships for college, grants for college students, government grants.
College is expensive.
College is expensive. Okay. So you can start your college search here. Okay, I'm gonna do a different search. This is the same sites, but we're gonna log in this a little bit differently. I'm trying to remember what I did before. And I think if you want to, you can also go in as a junior and start looking at this too.
Oh, really?
Yes. So scholarships. So turn this for me. So for juniors in high school. Same website, but it'll get us. Okay, so scholarships for high school juniors.
Okay.
It's never too late to start finding scholarships, so you can click on the link right there. Okay, there's many ways to look, and they start. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
They start listing scholarships, okay, and they have lots and lots and lots, and there's tons of information on here. So this is a great site to come back to, like if you're getting frustrated because there's so much you can look at, but there's other places you can look as well.
Okay.
All right. So what I wanted you to do is I want you to tell me some things and organizations that you are involved in.
Okay.
Or that your parents do. Like sometimes they offer jobs through your parents' workplaces as well. And these are ones that like not a million people all over the country are applying for. So, what are you involved in?
FFA.
Beautiful.
I know there's some there.
Right.
And some good paying ones too.
And what ones you say?
Good paying scholarships.
Good paying scholarships. Okay. And you're an Avid as well.
Yes, I am.
I believe Avid has a scholarship as well.
Okay.
And let me just show you real quick. We're not going to do every one this way, but let me just show you like how you would search for this stuff. Okay. So just go into whatever search engine you like. I like Google, but that's just me, you know. So I'm going to do FFA. FFA scholarships. FFA scholarships, you know, and there's a million globally. Okay.
Okay.
So just by doing this
Just a random
search.
Okay.
Okay. And there's lots of different ones.
Okay.
Okay. Any, you know, different levels, different scholarships. Different states have different ones, and so just keep looking. Okay. Other, are your parents working?
Yes, both are.
Okay, where does your father work?
My dad works for Blood Source.
Okay, they have a scholarship.
Yes,
They have them for employee. Now, there's different levels. I know Blood Source does ones, like if you're actively involved in blood drives. Are you part of that?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so there's that, but there's also Blood Source. So like you might want to search Blood Source employee scholarships. The emphasis on employee, because then you'll be going through your dad's work as an employee. And your mom too? Your mom works?
No, she's a teacher for Sac City Unified.
Okay. And again, you wouldn't want to just go into Sac City scholarships because then you're going to get all these scholarships for the school district. You would want to go into Sacramento City employee scholarships, and you would qualify for a different kind of scholarship, being an employee of a child of a district worker.
Okay.
All right. So if you want to jot notes of that, that would be good. Things to think about. Does anybody in your family have military service?
Not my immediate family, but my grandfather was on both sides.
Both sides. Well, definitely jot that down.
Okay.
You would say grandchild of a military, Air Force, Army, whatever. Okay. So that would be another place to start looking. And part of your, like you said, I give you homework.
Yeah.
I'm going to have you
research
a little bit. And next time we get together, we can talk about how that's going. Your major. If you like natural resources, look for natural resource scholarships.
Okay.
Okay. And if you want to go to specific schools, University of Idaho, natural, Arkansas, you know, whatever, natural resource. So, because some of these websites, like the one I showed you, the scholarships.com, is huge, and there's so many. Narrowing it down by what you want to do and your parents and FFA, Avid.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Okay.
Okay. So you said you signed up for the SAT?
Yes, I signed up for the SAT and ACT.
Okay. Do you remember the dates of them?
It's the next 2 that are coming up.
Okay.
So I wanted to get these 2 out of the way so that if I do tank them, which I don't think I will.
Think possibly, Ben.
It's just if I do, I can always retake them.
Okay.
I just want to leave myself time to be able to retake them if I need to.
Okay. So you're gonna take it once, so you'll be able to take it again in your senior year.
Yeah. So I want to take these ones as my junior. I got for the first 2 that I could.
Okay.
And then, so if I want to retake them for a higher score, because Miss Wenger said a lot of people test better their second time around.
Okay.
So I just want to be able that I could do. I don't want my first time to be next year.
Okay. Well, let's talk about tanking and not tanking. Have you thought about any prep classes or prep?
We do a little bit of prep, but she also said that there are some prep websites, but I don't know what they are. So I was wondering if you could show me those.
Sure. Well, Mr. Waters, I don't know if you know Mr. Waters. He has a 7th period here on school. Is that something that would work for you, or are you in 7th period?
I do have a 7th.
Okay.
So.
You're playing sports too, aren't you? Yes. Okay. So that was an option because his class is still open.
Okay.
For juniors. Seniors? No, not seniors. Seniors are way past that.
Yeah.
Okay. So if that's not an option, then online's our best option.
Yes.
All right. There are a lot of them out there. Some of them you have to pay for.
Okay.
And there's a lot that are free. Okay. Several of the ones that I've gone through with a few students. Khan Academy.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Khan Academy, a lot of people use for math tutoring.
Okay.
But Khan Academy does have let me bring it up and I'll flip that for you real fast here. I'm just going to do a search again. I should have all these things saved on my computer, but I just have
So many students.
Khan Academy SAT Prep. You can just search. I'll send you links to all this stuff.
Yes.
Official SAT practice. Okay. So here we go.
Oh, okay.
So Khan Academy recommended by College Board. So they are recommended by the SAT. And there's math and there's English. They start practicing.
And then just more off and running.
And you can sign in, set up an account.
Okay.
And just English, math. And have you ever used Khan Academy for
math? I haven't.
Okay, it's a video series for math.
Okay.
And so there are also video series here to help you with the math. So whether you take a practice test and then it talks you through some of it or how that works, I think it varies. So, and it's free.
Okay.
Okay. And then College Board as well. College Board is the people who they also have practice and printable practice.
Okay.
Okay. They have in the counseling office, so right outside the corner here and down the hall a little bit, there are flyers on the wall of practice booklets.
Okay.
So if you want to grab one of those, that's very limited. There's a lot more online for that.
Okay.
All right. So I think that's the main things I asked you to do, right? So it was they're looking at the natural resource colleges, looking at SAT prep, talking to your parents about college. Those were the homework from last from last time. Okay. So I want to take a couple minutes just to see what's going on with you.
Okay.
All right. So last time you told me that you were trying out for volleyball.
Yes.
And
made the team.
Excellent.
Game start next week.
Wow, already?
Yeah, it's as soon as it's quick.
Okay, good squad this year?
Not the strongest we've ever had, but not the weakest.
Okay.
A lot of returning players, which is good.
That's good.
Which is rare for men's volleyball because a lot of people play it their senior year. But they actually love it and wish they would have come out sooner.
Right.
So a lot of people who've played before are out. So we have a lot of experience, which is good.
Good. Well, I hope it's a good season for you guys. I'm going to try and come out a couple
Hopefully
games.
we make playoffs for the first time in school history.
Yeah. Give me a schedule. Do you mind giving me a schedule?
Easily.
All right.
When they come out.
All right.
Which they should be out this week.
All right. Drop by. Okay? Beautiful. And last time you talked to me about the baby hogs.
They're not babies anymore.
They grow that much in 6
They're
weeks?
close to 50 pounds already.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that what you want them to be big?
Well, you wanted them to be pushing close to 275 pounds by fair, which is in May.
Oh my
goodness. January to May, they need to gain that much weight.
Wow.
Which
I think people don't do that.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
And how's your time between volleyball and...
I actually go out to the bars a lot on the weekends when I don't have volleyball.
Okay.
And then sometimes after volleyball, I go out there and help. We haven't selected our hogs yet, but we are going to soon. So I have a couple of mine that I want, but we're going to select for fair soon.
Okay, good. And how's the time management going with all that?
I mean, I've done it before, so it's easier this year than it was last year.
Okay. You're balancing volleyball,
Yeah.
school. All right, how's honors algebra going? That was...
Oof.
You struggling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
it looks like
about retaking it.
All right. So retaking it might be... I'm going to make a note of that. I will see you again to select classes. Okay. Probably in the next 4 weeks, I think, is we're going to try and get it done early this year. But I will make a note of that. And any chance of doing extra tutoring to help you with that, or?
I just think that if I take regular algebra 2, I'd be fine because I understand the material. It's just we're going at such a rapid pace that it's hard for me to keep up with my busy schedule.
Okay. All right. So, I think we've covered everything we wanted to talk about. Again, that time management, I'm always here to help you with that.
Okay.
So, let's just recap a little bit. Things I want for next time.
Okay. You said GPAs and ACT and SAT scores for the colleges.
Right.
So you want me to look for those and see what their requirements are for acceptance.
Right.
And then scholarships.
I like to look into the not so popular ones, like your parents' jobs. Search those, and maybe do a specific junior search.
Okay.
You know, if you can find it as a junior now, because right now a lot of the ones that your parents would probably be for the seniors right now, but it wouldn't hurt you to kind of like look at it just to see what's out there.
Okay.
And then we had talked about one more thing.
The prep.
The prep. All right.
Yes.
So I know you're busy.
Yeah.
But if you can spend,
Yeah, just a little bit of time.
A little bit of time looking over that instead of playing on your phone.
Yeah.
I know, teenagers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's say another 4 to 6 weeks. You think that would be fair?
Yeah.
All right. And I'm sure Miss Winger will be working on the same things in class with you. So it's kind of like she and I are tag teaming you right here. We're going to get all this done.
Okay.
Okay, we good?
Yes, perfect.
All right. Thanks for coming in, babe.
Thank you.